Question 5 is in an AP. Pth term is AQ. We know for the nth term we have formula AN equal to A plus N minus 1D. So for the pth term means AP. Okay, so everywhere in place of N we should write P. So from the given thing, what is given? AP. Pth term is 1 by Q. Okay. Then what is next? Qth term is 1 by P. That is AQ is given 1 by P. Prove that, what we have to prove, sum of first PQ terms, that is SPQ. Okay, what is SN? Sum of first N terms. Here sum of first PQ terms means SPQ we should find. We should show that it is equal to this expression. Okay, so these two are the given things. SPQ we should find, since we know what is the formula for SN, N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Now here n is given, that is pq. Okay, so pq by 2, 2a plus pq minus 1 d. This we should find. Pq is given, n is pq. So for this we should know the value of a and d. That means from the given thing, what is our aim? To find value of a and d. Okay, so what we will do, first we'll solve this AP equal to 1 by Q. So since AP equals to 1 by Q, so formula will be A plus P minus 1 D equal to 1 by Q. So we can get the A term from this expression, 1 by Q minus P minus 1 D. Okay, suppose this equation as 1. Now second given thing is AQ. Qth term is 1 by P. So we will write AQ is 1 by P. So for this formula will be A plus Q minus 1D equals to 1 by P. Now from this also we can get the value of A, which is 1 by P minus Q minus 1D. This is equation 2. Now we will equate, since A is equal to this expression also. So and from equation 2 A equal to this expression also. So we can equate both values of A here. So next step will be equating A value. So we can write from equation 1 and 2. A equals to A, है ना, 1 by Q minus P minus 1D, and here 1 by P minus Q minus 1D. Now we can open the bracket with D, minus D. So minus PD minus minus plus D. Here also we can open this minus DQ or QD we can write, minus minus plus D. So from both side D we can cancel. Okay, and this 1 by P, see D is the variable, D we can find here. So this 1 by P we have to shift. So 1 by Q minus 1 by P, and this PD will go that side, plus PD minus QD. Now cross multiply this side. So P minus Q by PQ, and here we can take D common. Okay, so if you take D common, P minus Q. So this bracket also you can cancel. So D will be what? 1 by PQ. From 1, A is equal to 1 by Q minus P minus 1D. So D value we can substitute here, 1 by PQ. Okay, so we can open the bracket, minus 1 by PQ we can multiply with P and then with minus 1. So minus P by PQ will come, minus minus plus 1 by PQ will come. Here P will go. So 1 by Q minus 1 by Q plus 1 by PQ. Now 1 by Q also will go. So A value is 1 by PQ. Okay, so this is D 1 by PQ, and this is A also is 1 by PQ. Now to find SPQ, since we know Sn is what? 2A, sorry, n by 2, 2A plus n minus 1D. So to find SPQ, everywhere at the place of n, we should substitute PQ. Okay. So n by 2 means PQ by 2. Then 2a. First we'll substitute P n value, then a and d value also will substitute. PQ minus 1 d. Now since we know a and d value also, that also we can substitute here. So 2 into a is 1 by PQ plus PQ minus 1. This bracket will be same. D value is also 1 by PQ. So PQ by 2. Here it will be 2 by PQ. From this 1 by PQ, we can open the bracket. So PQ by PQ means 1 only. Okay. Minus 1 by PQ. Understood? PQ by PQ will go minus 1 by PQ. Now 2 by PQ minus 1 by PQ will give 1 by PQ plus 1. Cross multiply inside the bracket. So 1 plus PQ by PQ will come. But this PQ we can cancel. So answer will be PQ plus 1 divided by 2. This is what sum of first PQ terms. Question number 6. Sum of a certain number of terms. So how many terms that are not given? Okay, that means n is not given. Then AP is given and this is sum. 116 is sum. Find the last term. L we should find here. Okay, L we should find. AP is given. So since AP is 25, 22, 19 and so on. So first term will be 25. Okay, and D will be 22 minus 25. A2 minus A1. That gives minus 3. So since we know some formula, we know Sn equal to n by 2 A plus L. Okay, so we can find we can use this formula S because S is given. Okay, number of terms are not given, A is given, L also we should find. So these two things we should find here. Okay, so we can use this formula to find L, but before that N we should find here. Okay, so we will use the basic formula first because in basic formula L is not there. That is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, S is given, A is given, D is given. So from this formula we can find n, and from this formula after knowing n we can substitute n value here to find last term. Okay, so these both sum formula will be using in this particular question. First basic formula, then the last derived formula A plus L. Okay, so since Sn is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, Sn is given 116, n is not given, 2a, a is 25, and minus 1 not given, d is minus 3. So 116 n by 2, this will give 50. From minus 3 we can open the bracket. So minus 3 and minus minus plus 3. This 2 also we can multiply, we can take here. Okay. So 232 will get n, and inside the bracket if you see 50 plus 3 you can do 53 minus 3n. Now open the bracket. So 232 will be 53n minus 3n square. So this seems to be quadratic equation. So rearrange the terms. Both these terms we can shift here. So 3n square positive minus 53n plus 232 equal to 0. So we can use quadratic formula to solve this. For that A will be 3, B will be minus 53 and C will be 232. So N will be minus B plus minus B square minus 4AC divided by 2A. We'll substitute all these values to get N value. So after substituting this value, 53 will come plus minus 53 square minus 4A and C divide by 2A, that is 6. This is N value. So 53 plus minus 53 square is 2809, and 12 into 232 will give 2784. Divide by 6. 53 plus minus, this will be 25. So 53 plus minus 5 by 6. So two values of n will get here. 53 plus 5 divided by 6, or 53 minus 5 divided by 6. So 53 plus 5 means 58 by 6, or 53 minus 5 means 48 by 6. So this value is not possible, because this we can write as 8 also, because this is decimal value. It is it is not possible, because n can't be fraction or decimal or negative number of terms. Okay, therefore n equal to 8. Okay, now since total 8 terms are there, therefore last term is a8. So a8 we can find directly without using some formula, isn't it? A, because a and d both we know. So a plus 7d. So a is 25 and d is minus 3. So 25 minus 21, which is 4. So last term is 4. So question 7 is find the sum to n terms. Sum to n terms means Sn we should find, whose kth term is given by this formula. Okay, that means ak is given as 5k plus 1. Now to find the Sn, we can use this formula. Sn is what? N by 2 a plus an. For that we should know, and an also we should know. So from this given thing, kth term, we can find a. If we substitute k as 1, put k as 1, so a1 will be what? Our first term. Okay, so 5 into 1 plus 1, that is 6. So a is 6. Now to get the an, so put k as n in this formula only. So an will be 5n plus 1. So now we got an, we know a also. So this sum formula we can apply here. Since Sn is n by 2 a plus an, so Sn will be n by 2, a is 6, an is 5n plus 1. That gives n by 2, 617. So 5n plus 7 we can write. This is what? Sn. Question number 8. If sum of n terms of an AP, sum of n terms of an AP means Sn is given Pn plus Qn square. Okay, so we'll write here Sn is given Pn plus Qn square, where P and Q are constants. Okay, find the common difference. D we should find. So since suppose A1, A2, A3 and up to AN is an AP. So how we can find the common difference if we subtract A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, isn't it? All, since it is APs, all will have that common difference. That means D, if we suppose one previous term, AN minus 1. So D we can find by using this formula, AN minus AN minus, isn't it? That means to find D, first we should know nth term and n minus 1th term. And Sn is given only. So what we can do, we can find An by using Sn formula. See, for from A1 to An minus 1, if you add, you will get Sn minus 1, sum of first n minus 1 terms. But if you add from A1 to An, you will get first sum of first n terms. So if you subtract Sn, okay, if you subtract Sn minus 1 from Sn, will you get An? Yes. Okay. So D we should find by using this formula, but An will find by using this formula. Understood this concept? Consider one particular example. Suppose your AP is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so sum of first two number is 2 plus 1 3. Sum of first three number is what? 6. Okay, so if you subtract S3 minus S2, if you do, okay, that is Sn minus Sn minus 1, isn't it? This is n and n minus 1 is 2. So you will get 6 minus 3 3, which is what? Last number. So this is your An. So you can get An if you subtract Sn minus 1 from Sn. Okay, so here Sn formula is given to us. So from this we can find Sn n minus 1. How? We have to substitute n value as n minus 1. That's it. Here also n square is there, so we'll substitute n minus 1 square. Now what is our An? Just now I told you An is Sn minus 1. Okay, so Sn is what? Pn plus Qn square. Write all these numbers in bracket because minus is there outside. This is Sn minus 1. Okay, now we'll open the bracket and we'll check which all terms we can cancel. So from P if you multiply Pn minus P, and here first you should open the bracket with identity. So n square minus 2n plus 1. So Pn plus Qn square minus Pn minus minus plus P minus Qn square. See, I'm opening this bracket using minus Q. Okay, simultaneously I'm multiplying with minus and Q both. So minus minus plus 2Qn and then minus Q. Which all terms we can cancel here? Pn will go, Qn square will go. So An will be what? P plus 2Qn minus Q. Okay, now from this An formula we can find An minus 1 because we should find D. So then after finding An minus 1 we'll find D using this formula. We got An as P plus 2Qn minus Q. So using this formula for An we'll find An minus 1. So wherever n is there we'll substitute n minus 1. So P will be same plus 2Q will remain same. Instead of n now we are finding n minus 1 term. So P plus 2Qn minus 2Q minus Q. Okay. So P plus 2Qn minus 3Q we can write. Now to find common difference, since we know if we subtract, I told you A1, A2 and An minus 1 and An. So we can find D by subtracting next number, previous number from the next number, isn't it? So An minus 1 we can do here. So but An is what? P plus 2Qn minus Q minus of, this is your An minus 1. So P plus 2Qn minus 3Q. Now open the bracket with the minus sign. Minus P minus 2Qn and plus 3Q. So these all P minus P we can cancel. 2Qn we can cancel. 3Q minus Q we can write as 2Q. So therefore common difference will be 2Q. Question number 9. The sum of n terms of two arithmetic progressions are in the ratio 5n plus 4 is to 9n plus 6. Find the ratio of their 18th terms. So two APs are given here. Okay, sum of n terms means suppose Sn for the first AP divide by Sn for the second AP. Okay, so we can write here for the first AP, suppose for the first AP, first term is A1. Okay, since there are two AP, so A1, A2 I am considering. First term is A1 and difference is D1, suppose. So Sn will be, for this Sn will be n by 2 2a1 plus n minus 1 d1. Okay, equation number 1, sum of first n terms. Then for the second AP, for the second AP, first term will be, suppose a2, and difference will be d2. So for this Sn formula will be n by 2 2a2 plus n minus 1 d2. Okay, this is equation 2. Now condition is they are in the ratio. Equation 1 and 2 are in ratio, and then that ratio is given by this one. So we can write from 1 and 2, n by 2 2a1 plus n minus 1 d1 divide by n by 2 2a2 n minus 1 d2 are in the ratio which is 5n plus 4 divide by 9n plus 6. So these two things we can cancel. Then we are left with n minus 1 d1 and 2a2 plus n minus 1 d2. This is 9. Okay. Now what we have to show, we have to find the ratio of their 18th terms. Now we know for the nth term, we know the formula a plus n minus 1d. Okay. So whatever n will be there, here n minus 1. But the condition is a should be there. And here in ratio we got, but here 2 is there with first term. 2 is in multiplication. So after this, next step will be remove 2. So 2 will take out from both numerator and denominator. So if we take 2 common from the numerator, we'll be left with a plus. Here 2 will come in division. Okay. And similarly, if we take 2 from the denominator, a2 plus n minus 1 to d2. And right hand side will remain same, that is 5n plus 4 divided by 9n plus 6. 2 we can cancel. Now this is the expression for the nth term. Okay, suppose a18th we should find. So for the a18, what should be the expression according to the formula a plus 17d. Okay, so here we got a, yes, we got d also, but this term is not there. See, that means this n minus 1 by 2 should be equal to 17, isn't it? So we can write here to get 18th term, n minus 1 by 2 should be equal to 17, because a18 is a plus 17d. Suppose 17 term, so a plus 16d is the formula. So the number which is a coefficient of d should be 16. Likewise we can do. So from this expression we can get the value of n. So n minus 1 is 34. So n will be 35. Okay. So now what we will do, therefore, now we'll keep here 17, because n minus 1 by 2 is 17 now. So a1 plus 17 d1, a2 plus 17 d2 is, and here n value also we got, so that value will write here 5 into 35 plus 4, 9 into 35 plus 6. So a1 plus 17 d1 is what? 18th term of first AP, and a2 plus 17 d2 is what? 18th term of second AP. So we can write here 18th term of first AP, 18th term of second AP. Okay, and here we can multiply, so directly ratio will come. So 179 by 321 is the ratio of their 18th terms.